The following video is rated PG for puzzling gameplay. Viewer discretion is advised.
Today, 5 players prepare to battle in our first Pokemon Puzzle League tournament in 3 months. Will anyone get a lesson in empathy? Will anyone give up? Find out today as we bring in our first ever Erika Open. Hello Puzzlers, this is Cards of the Heart. Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025. It certainly has been a while, hasn't it? This is our first monthly tournament in the Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Championship Series since February, and how appropriate for the 5th tournament that we have 5 players ready to take on the mantle of becoming the first ever Erika Open champion. We've got some good storylines to bring you with every potential matchup here, and we'll let you know what kind of things are on the line for our players in today's matchups in just a little bit. But first, if you're tuning into this game for the first time and you're not exactly sure how everything works, allow me to take a couple minutes of your time to explain how this game works and how we are playing it in this tournament. Pokemon Puzzle League is a Match 3 puzzle game released for the Nintendo 64 in September 2000 in North America and March 2001 in Europe. It has been re-released multiple times via the Wii Virtual Console in May 2008 and the Nintendo Switch Online Expansion Pack in July 2022. It is a Match 3 puzzle game in that if you match at least 3 of the same panel either horizontally or vertically, the panels will disappear. To win, however, you need to do more than simply match 3 at a time. You need to make combos and chains to not only prevent your gradually rising stack from reaching the top of your playfield for a time, but also to send garbage blocks to your opponent to make their stack reach the top of their playfield. You make combos by matching more than 3 panels in a row at the same time. They don't keep your stack from rising for very long, but they do send small garbage blocks to your opponent that can prove to be very disruptive. You make chains by linking sets of 3 or more matches together. Make a set of panels disappear, and then have the panels immediately above them fall into another match. Not only does this keep your stack from rising for a longer period of time, but it will make thicker garbage blocks that will be more effective at actually filling out your opponent's stack to the top. If your stack reaches the top of your playfield and the game tries to break the stack through the top, you lose, so you want to avoid this at all costs and force it on your opponent as much as possible. To beat these computer opponents, you will have to either make sure that they run out of time while their stack is completely topped off, send so much garbage to your opponent so that they can no longer make a move, or send garbage to your opponent in such a way so that they think they can no longer make a move. Easy mode has 11 stages, Normal has 14, Hard has 15, and V-Hard and S-Hard have 16. In this tournament, players will be racing through those stages to get to the end as fast as they can. The first player to defeat the final opponent wins the race. The first player to win a predetermined number of races wins the match. Best of luck to all of our players. With the low turnout today, we don't have to go super deep on the formats for this tournament. With just 5 players in this single elimination format, we've got 3 rounds. We'll start things off slow with our little popcorn level pick format of playing through the easy, normal, and hard levels of One Player Stadium for our first match. The players have agreed to one of those levels to play for the first race, and the loser of that race will counterpick one of the other levels to play for the next race, and we will repeat until either we have a winner or we have played through all the levels. And hopefully by the time we play through all the levels, we will have a winner, because these matches today, all of them today, will be best of 3 races. So first to 2 wins will win the match and move on. And whoever wins our round 1 match, they will move on to the semifinals, which will be played only on the hard One Player Stadium level. Again, best of 3. And then the final match will be on the V-Hard level. Definitely stepping things up just a little bit and it might take a little bit longer for even our best players today to go on. The winner of this tournament will be getting the title of PPL 2025 Erika Open Champion, and will be getting an automatic top seed in the major tournament in September. But everyone playing today has a chance to get some points towards seeding for that major tournament. We've made a handy-dandy little table to show the point values for each placement and each level of turnout. With 5 players, the champion of this tournament will be receiving 9 points towards tournament seeding. The runner-up will get 4 points, and everyone that does make the top 4 will be receiving 1 point. And one of our players today will be looking to get their first point of the major seeding format, the first point of the season. We'll let you know about that as we get closer. But everyone throughout these monthly tournaments are positioning themselves for seeding in order to get themselves into our crowd-funded prize pool. The prize pool, we last left it off at $50 out of our initial $500 goal that we have for these prize pools. If we get to $500, then we will expand the top 4, getting a payment from the major one-player stadium tournament and expand it to the top 8. And if we somehow reach our $1,000 final objective, then everyone in the one-player stadium tournament will get a little bit of something for their trouble. So if you want to reward our players for the pain that this game is about to bring them, then please spare any spare change you may have and send them to our tip page you can see on screen. Typing !pool in the live chat will get you a clickable link to that tip page. But if you're hanging out on the Twitch channel, you've got some bits, maybe from filling out some surveys, or you got a spare subscription lying around, maybe from your Prime Gaming sub, send that our way and we'll add a little bit from that to the pool as well. Since it's been a minute, let me refresh you on the procedure for qualifying for these open tournaments. Each of our players had 1 hour to try and go through all of the one-player stadium levels in one sitting, in one segment. It's our easy to S-hard category, and the furthest progress made within that hour is how our players were scored, and it's the best of 2 attempts that we have here for our qualifying. So each player had 2 chances to try and get their best progress through an easy to S-hard run in the 1 hour time limit, and by Jove, it finally happened. It finally happened on my second attempt through the easy to S-hard level. I did manage to clear the entire category in less than an hour. It's only the 3rd time in recorded history that has ever happened. And with that performance, I earned myself the 1 seed. FFR Pro 21 is also here getting through Team Rocket on S-hard in the hour time limit. He earns the 2nd seed as the overall number 1 seed thus far. BB Forky has now made it to the Pokemon Puzzle League tournaments, and in his first outing posted a Sabrina finish in S-hard within the hour for the 3rd seed, and our 4 and 5 seeds managed to get through Erika. Again, how fitting for the Erika Open within the 1 hour time limit. 6, our Lieutenant Surge Open champion, got through it a little bit before I Like Being Smart. So 6 is the 4 seed, I Like Being Smart is the 5 seed, and that makes our bracket for today look something like this. So I will be awaiting the winner of the first match today, and on the other side of that bracket, our 2-3 matchup of FFR Pro 21 and BB Forky will be a very good one. But let's start with the 4-5 matchup today. It is 6. It is ilikebeingsmart. These two have a very long history together, more of it in Tetris Attack than in Pokemon Puzzle League. But the Pokemon Puzzle League history is about as close as it gets. These two have played each other twice in sanctioned LPS Pokemon Puzzle League competition, and they are split. It is as split as you can get. They are 1-1 in match records. In race records, they are 3-3. Their first encounter was in 2020 when we were doing pools group stages. Way back in the day, it feels like at this point. ilikebeingsmart won that match 3-1, but 6 got his revenge in the Gary Open earlier this season with a 2-0 sweep, playing through the easy and hard levels, and we'll see if that will be a sign of how this match coming up will progress. Before we get into it, let's take a look at the live Twitch chat predictions for who is going to win, and one person, ilikebeingsmart, voted on herself to win. So I appreciate the confidence, Smart. We'll see how that works out here. Let's not keep our players waiting any longer. I think Smart actually has some other plans for today, so let's see if we can get her moved through as fast as we can. Let's go ahead and get this best of 3 matchup going in the 4-5 slot. It is 6. It is ilikebeingsmart. It's the PPL 2025 Erika Open, and it starts right now! And the level that these two chose to begin their journey through this matchup will be the easy level, keeping things fairly simple, all things considered, and I will let these players know that they are ready to begin. Our timers are counting down on racetime.gg, where we track all of our tournament race results. And Game 1 is about to begin. We have a little bit of a stream offset, about 5 seconds between our players, so keep that in mind. Leads may not necessarily be larger than they appear. And I will admit, starting with easy mode, this is a very slow level. A 6 did that about as well as anyone could have. Finished that stage in 14 seconds to ilikebeingsmart's 18 seconds. The first 2 stages are going to be particularly slow in that regard, because Gary and Brock do not want to raise their stacks to cooperate, so you're probably going to need at least 7 lines to beat all of these opponents. Just to review the players that we have here today, on the left it is our reigning monthly champion 6, who won the Lieutenant Surge Open in February over me in the finals, if that can be believed. It also went through Wizard Person, who finished 2nd in the last major tournament to get to that point. So 6 definitely has some chops to bring, especially to these earlier levels. We'll see how much time he's been able to grab away from playing Tetris the Grandmaster 4 to bring us a good matchup here. And on the right, it is ilikebeingsmart, who is very much a veteran to this scene. Started speedrunning this game in around 2013, when everyone else did did has been in basically all of our tournaments since we started them in 2016. And watch out if she gets to the final. She plays a very mean V-hard. Better than a lot of other people in the tournament. But easy mode is proving to be a problem so far. 6 really having no problem with how this is progressing. Both players, when they're on, are able to finish these stages in about 12 seconds each, getting 4 to 5 lines of garbage. That's basically what you're looking for here. Every little thing the opponents do will certainly waste time, and that was certainly a time waste from 6's Erika. So he might lose a little bit of ground here. I don't know if Smart has sent enough to this Erika. We'll finally get it down. It's going to be about 16 seconds, so no major repercussions for 6 for Erika getting that chain on him. Six going up to a 4 chain with the combos not quite being there, but that's a Koga way out of position. So that will work out just fine. In easy mode, as you might be able to tell, is easy to play, kind of hard to optimize because it's slow. It's very, very slow. It's versus level 1. It is as slow as it gets in this game. So efficiency in your attacks is going to be paramount here. 6 having a little bit better of a time of that right now. It seems like Smart, who also referred to as Nicole throughout the broadcast, had a little hiccup early on, and she has not really been able to recover from that ever since, maintaining a relative 20-something second deficit. Oh, a little lag chain from 6 there, quickly building up that 4 chain. That should deal with Blaine very, very quickly, and 6 is basically through the gym leader segments in less than 5 minutes. A very nice benchmark to hit for this level. So with 3 stages to go, 6 is in a very dominating position to take this first race. And with that 8 combo on the end of that 3 chain, the garbage will stack decently well. As soon as Tracy stops making combos, he will lose in 15 seconds. So yeah, 6 has an opportunity to probably finish this run at about... 6 has generally been landing in the upper 630s, low 640s range. In fact, in his 6 easy races this season, 6 has averaged just about 640 on the dot, and how about that? That's a 10. That's a 10-second T-Rocket for 6. So he's got an opportunity to maybe post his best easy mode finish, or at least the second best finish of the season in this level to date. Gets a little cheeky insert to make a 4 chain. So man, Giovanni's going to get that garbage clear, but not going to have time for anything else. 6 will take it with a 638. Not too shabby, fairly average performance from 6, all things considered. And 6 will be taking home the first Pokeball. And Nicole's right there with a 706. That opening hiccup, she just could not find a way to get out from under. Like when you get a 40-second Brock, it's basically GG's with all the players that play at this level. So she knows what went wrong. She's gonna try to play it better, and as she gets the pick of the next level, she can pick between normal and hard for game 2. And we are going hard, actually, for game 2. Here we go with game 2. I Like Being Smart is up against it. If she wants to stay in this tournament, she needs to win this race on the hard level. We will see 15 stages throughout this run. Good news, each opponent plays fairly similarly with each other, so we'll get about the same behavior from each opponent. The bad news is the opponents are fairly fast, so if you don't catch them off guard like Smart just did, then you could be having a little bit of extra trouble like what 6 just went through. So it's a 3-second early edge for our 5 seed, but it is very, very early right now. Very possible for both of our players to take 10 plus minutes on this level. So you really can't count 6 out, even as Brock gets him a garbage clear. And 6's Brock is wasting him a lot of extra time there, which 6 would certainly not appreciate. Oh, this ended up fairly quick for Smart, and that will be just fine. 13 seconds is a good time to go for. Any time under 15 seconds will certainly land you in a good place. And 6 here is kind of demonstrating the underlying strategy. Well, I say kind of. That's another 10-second time for our 4 seed. 6 is demonstrating the strategy that our players at the highest level generally want to go for. The combos end up being fairly important to distracting these opponents. Get that 4 combo and get that second 4 combo, and when you lead your chains with that combo, that garbage from the combo will actually fall on your opponent first. So as long as you make multiple 4 combos and don't end your chain with a 4 combo, then you can get that combo garbage to fall below the chain garbage that you make. And these opponents do get distracted by the lowest combo garbage block on their field. But they might also have a little bit of a hard time dealing with the lag chain that 6 just sent to Erika. 6 not having the best times with the garbage clears that he's getting. But he is cleaning things up just fine. Smart going to go to a 5 chain here with a relative lack of combos. It will make the screen shake a little bit, but it will be enough to top off Koga in 15 seconds. 6 has sent a 3 chain and several combos to his own Koga, and 11. So 6 will be making up some ground here. And again, keep in mind our streams. Both players are broadcasting their gameplay live from their respective Twitch.tv channels, and as live streaming content tends to go, there might be offsets and delays at times. Smart's it's not like Smart's feed will be 6 seconds in the future. It's more like Six's feed will be about closer to 5 seconds in the past compared to where Smart is at. So I believe we are basically dead even. I don't think we could be separated by more than a second as our players head to the spiritual halfway point of this 15-stage run. Some chains are getting big, some are getting small. 6 with a very quick attack onto his Blaine. With that 11 seconds, he will be taking the lead. It's about 8 seconds now over the 5 seed. So 6 has an opportunity to pull off the sweep and has an opportunity once again to potentially clown me in the hard level in our next match. Oh, Smart didn't get the combos for that chain. 6 also having a little trouble with that attack, but that extra little combo follow-up was enough to distract Tracy into getting out of the plans that Tracy had for proceeding. So the lead is growing now. Smart really having a hard time. She's also had some hesitancy in the past to raise her stack to get herself more ammunition, because playing with a high stack is very dangerous. Even on the hard level, it's versus level 4, which is not a completely free level to play around, but when opponents like Team Rocket are able to pull that off, sometimes you can't tell. This Rocket is giving 6 some fits. That's a 4 chain from Rocket. I'm sorry. So that's going to be a 43. Smart is poised for a much better time than that. That's a 24. Nice job from Smart to make up about 20 seconds on that stage. Looks like she's going to be behind by about 15 seconds now. And with how this run has already progressed, and as the opponents get faster and faster as we get deeper, 15 seconds is basically nothing. But nothing is also what Giovanni has in response to 6's attack. And Nicole's is even better, a 13. So a couple seconds here and there could go a long way towards making up enough ground to force a deciding Game 3. Let's see how this part unfolds. 6 going for the 4 chain. Gonna make an insert for the 5 chain. Probably needed all of that garbage and then some. Oh no, all the garbage came together and Richie was able to clear it. Richie might have some problems dealing with Smart Stack though. And with that little garbage clear, ilikebeingsmart will take the lead with 3 stages to go. Like you can see on the hard level, things can turn on a dime. Sheesh, a 45 for 6. Can't be too pleased about that. Alright, Smart gets a nice little extension there. An 8 combo. She's been definitely training more to see those combos, and being able to make those combos will definitely put a little less stress on the amount of chains that you need to make. Oh, Smart again dealing with a fairly low stack. Hopefully this little attack will be enough to keep Lorelei busy, but right now it is 6. Oh, didn't quite have enough, and the combo garbage stayed together. So, I Like Being Smart will get out of Lorelei at 46 seconds. 6 will be out at 35 seconds, and we are looking at about a 2-second deficit. The lead is in Smart's favor. With 2 stages to go, this is poised to come right down to the wire. Oh, Smart kind of flubbed the extensions to that attack. She would have had Bruno dealt with in about 15 seconds. 6 has a little bit of a more sizable attack, but the combo garbage gets leveled off. And Bruno is able to answer with a garbage clear. And shame on these opponents for being able to set up chains from the transformed garbage. Wish we could go back to Tetra's attack and not have to worry about that. But now 6 no longer has to worry about Bruno, as he is first into the final stage. And boy, oh boy, does Gary have the potential to waste minutes off of our players' times. Oh, Smart has some garbage to deal with from Bruno right now. She can't really make a good counterattack. 6 is going big on this chain to make sure that it works. 7 chain might prove to be enough. That combo garbage might be falling into the right place anyway. Oh no, 6 needed the big garbage. And it doesn't seem to matter. Nothing seems to matter here. Both of our CPUs are getting everything they can handle and then some. But Gary runs out of time there, and it is 6. With the Game 2 victory clocking in at 11 minutes, 3 seconds. And I Like Being Smart's had enough. Dealing with Bruno for 2 minutes. She's not going to take that. And so she will throw in the towel, take a 5-minute penalty onto the winning time for our records. And we'll wish Smart well with all the stories that she's trying to write, all the plans that she has for today. Hopefully they go better than this match went today. But with this, we will give 6 Pokeball number 2 and the win. So with that, we will advance 6 into the next round and make it official. With the 2-0 win, 6 will advance to the semifinals and will be immediately taking me on in the next round. We'll see if that little warm-up for 6 was enough to prepare him for the hard level, as we are reaching our semifinals and our 4 remaining players will be playing on the hard level. So that means I have some warm-up I need to get going. 6 will need to get himself mentally ready to perhaps beat me again like he did in the Lieutenant Surge Open. We'll see. We'll see what happens from that. We'll bring you that matchup right after this. So stay tuned. You're watching the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2025 Erika Open.